So let me show you how much white people let racism and bigotry and misogyny. Once again, I'm gonna show y'all how they let that dictate how they'll vote and what they'll believe and what they'll listen to, their racism. Because 15 years ago, right? Around about 15 years ago, the Republicans didn't want the Affordable Care Act to go into existence because they knew that it would help a lot of Americans in the long run and stop the insurance companies from denying people with existing conditions, pre-existing conditions, would stop denying them coverage, health coverage, their family, their kids, and also wouldn't have many exorbitant prices. It would start going down. But the Republicans had a lot of lobbyists, which are people who go out from insurance companies like Aetna, United Healthcare, all these companies, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and pay Congress people and senators, pay them to not vote a certain way on a certain bill. Now, and they still do that. They do it on both sides, but mostly they did it to the Republicans. They went out and probably paid for their kids to go to college or bought them a home in a country or in a Caribbean country. But here's the thing. This is my point. The Republicans told white people the Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare, they named it Obamacare, and there are some white people to this day do not understand that the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare was the same thing. They named it Obamacare because they knew racist white people would most definitely, no matter what it did for their kids or their family or their health, not like it. Because they did not like Obama as a man, as a president, like as a man in general. They did not like him. They did not like his family. And that man never said nothing really evil or bad about this country or to anybody, any group of people in this country. But white people just did not like that man because he was black. They did not want a white man, a black man as a president. They needed a white man to validate their insecurities. So here's the thing that's crazy though. White people to this day, even Marjorie Taylor Greene has come out. That's why I'm giving you all this example to show you how prejudiced white people are. There are many white people, more white people, because there's more white people in this country, using the affordable health care and getting their health care off the marketplace. Many white people like this Obamacare now because the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare are the same. The Republicans gave it a nickname to make racist white people not like it. But now many white people in red states are on this. Marjorie Taylor Greene is telling you that. Many people on this go to the marketplace online and get health care for their family. And they still mad and upset about the Democrats trying to help you right now. The Republicans shut down the government. But some of you people are so insinged in your white privilege and racism that you believe illegal immigrants are getting health care. Okay, let's say that illegal immigrants are getting health care in the bill. The Republicans are trying to cut Medicaid, Medicare. They're trying to not eliminate the Affordable Care Act. They tried to do that, but John McCain saved it. John McCain saved the Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. John McCain saved it. And you white people have forgotten that. You have forgotten that. You believe everything Fox News tells you. And they lied to you about Obamacare AKA the Affordable Care Act. They lied to you. You forget how soon you forget that you've been lied to by the Republicans for years about white people, about black people getting more than you, getting welfare, getting subsidies, getting Social Security, illegal immigrants getting, maybe they have a program, right, that helps illegal immigrants. But it's not going to help them a long time. It may help illegal immigrants trying to become legal to get on their feet. Just like they did with the South Africans. Them 50 or 100 South Africans who came over here. No white person said nothing about that. This man lied and said that South Africans were being, having genocide committed against them, crime and violence committed against them over in South Africa. Everybody in South Africa said it was a lie. The president of South Africa, white people who came over here with him, stood in the Oval Office and told him it was a lie. They had a picture showing some graves that wasn't even from South Africa. And you white people still will not let your racism, misogynism, and your prejudiceness and bigotry stop you from seeing reality. These Republicans are lying. They firing people left and right. They shut down the government. They have control of the House, the legislative branch, the judicial branch, and the executive branch. The House and the Congress, the Senate and the Congress, the presidency, the judges, the Supreme Court. They run everything. Mike Johnson runs everything. But you white people, you let your racism cloud your mind and mess up your decisions. Now comment on this. Comment on this. Since you commenting on everything, all you white people commenting on everything I post on here, explain why they lied about Obamacare, aka the Affordable Care Act. 15 years ago, they lied, said it was going to kill your grandfather and your granddaddy. They're going to be laying on their deathbed. They're going to lay on their deathbed. Now what it do for you? What it's doing now for a lot of you white people who thought it was bad. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The Republicans don't care about poor white people. Get this in your mind and let this racism go. None of y'all, okay, some of y'all got on my, commented on my stuff and said, on my post and said, yeah, this what I voted for. Ain't no way in hell you gonna that's a lie. It ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me you voted for these men being masked out here in the street, ripping people from their families and doing this thing the way they doing it. Nobody voted for that. Nobody even knew this was gonna happen. We knew that they were gonna get illegal immigrants. Now they going after whoever. They don't even care if you're legal or illegal. But none of y'all voted for them to do it the way they doing that. If you did, you evil, you mean, you nefarious, you crazy, you a liar. You never thought these people was gonna do this immigration thing the way they are doing it with these masked men and use every federal agent there is. We don't have no FBI no more that's going after cybercrime, that's going after people trying to rape little kids and stuff. All them trying to go out here and get ICE, illegal immigrants. Mostly brown and black. Now what?